the biggest fear I had was because I grew up because I was dyslexic. So reading was always a problem because letters would jump around, and then having ADHD, you don't want to pay attention. Like all that combined into one pot is a pain in the ass. So reading was always a hurdle for me. So now I'm at the point where it's just like, you know what, yeah, like I'm beating this hurdle. So it's like I'm not gonna let this hurdle stop me from doing what I want to do.
Okay, so this is probably the most serious we've been all day.
Yeah.
How have you overcome that hurdle?
Hooked on phonics works for me.
This is the House of Boom podcast. I'm your host, Eric Boom Salvery. Man, today, we have a world-renowned guest, critically known. He was supposed to be in Soul Plane, but he didn't even make it past the first. He didn't even make it past the first audition. Harry O is in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Pimpin'? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Fresh off a skit. There's a skit that's on his page right now. I'm gonna just give him an early drop. Wait. Before I give him the early drop, it's actually funny because we are sponsored by Clean Everything LLC. And our skit that we did earlier today was about cleaning. You missed the spot.
Yeah, I did miss it. My fault, boss. My fault, boss.
So we might include that in the intro, but thank you for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
It's an interesting time we're in when it comes to comedy. We live in a very, 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 very PC culture. A lot of the comedy specials and the things that we used to watch back in the day, hopefully I'm not dating myself too much.
Showing your age.
It's showing my age. I don't know if it will even last today with the sensitivity we have when it comes to comedy. So with that being said, my first question out the gate is, what does it take to be funny these days?
Take to be funny? Be funny, nigga. I mean, nah, it's like me and my family have a saying, like, it's two types of being funny. There's either backyard funny or on the stage funny. It's up to you to find out which one you are.
Okay.
Because backyard funny don't make it on stage. Yeah, you get soon as nobody laughs at your joke, you just gets real hot real fast.
Okay. What made you choose comedy as a career path, I would say?
A lot of free time. a lot of free time and just jokes. Like I learned, like always crack jokes with all my friends, and they always like, yo, you need to take it on stage. You need to be on stage. I never believed any of them. I just thought they was talking shit. Until one day that me and my homegirl was hanging out, and she was like, yo, you need to go on amateur night. Let's go up, Stress Factory. Let's see how you do. So we there, and I'm like, I'm not getting on stage. She's like, what's it gonna take? I was like, about 3 shots of Henny. She was like, waitress, 3 shots of Henny. I found myself on stage, never been off.
Never been off. Have you ever been booed off stage?
Of course, if you haven't been booed off stage, you haven't been doing it. You haven't been doing your job. You have to at least get booed once somewhere. Like if anybody says they never been booed, they lying. Because when you go to open mics, you go to work your material, you have to find out what's funny and what's not. Because right now, like you said, everybody's touchy-feely on certain situations. You say a bad joke and it goes left real quick. End up like a Chris Rock and a Will Smith special. I got bodyguards. I don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So you definitely been booed off stage. So with that being said, how do you even come back from like being booed off stage? Because we can talk about PC culture and the sensitivity, but I feel like comedians are very sensitive, especially about the material. As in a sense, you are a creative.
Yeah.
You're also in some ways taking something that's maybe we do every day, redundant, and bringing it in a different way and giving people a different perspective of how we seeing it and making it funny, right?
Yes.
So you do all that work to put material together, you get booed off stage. How do you even come back from that?
Just like you changing your drawers, it's the next day. It's just, it's just time to get back to work. Like if every joke's not gonna land. So it's on you as taking this as being a professional to find out what's funny and what's not. So if I go up and I try one joke out and it doesn't work with that crowd, I might try the joke one more time with a different crowd just to see if there's something I could take out, trim the fat, and see what makes the joke better. So, but that's really all it is. Like you have to have the confidence because this game doing comedy is not light. Like there is no retake. There is no going back. Whatever you say on stage, if people don't think you funny, they're gonna let you know. Especially black people. Especially them. Jesus. I know I'm black, but you know what? Look, listen. White folks give you a chance. Like white folks, they're gonna be like, we came here. He's gonna be funny. This is gonna be hilarious. Black folks come here like, nigga, do your job. Make me laugh. So yeah, come with your best foot forward when you're in front of a melanin crowd.
You about to lose your job. Yo, that's interesting. Where did your path start? Like, what did you just? I mean, I know you talked about your best friend one day. But when was the first time, like, back in the day? Was it you was in the lunchroom and you was, everybody getting roasted? Oh man, funny situation in life. What was it? Yo?
I have always been the class clown. Like I'm one of the kids that had that ADHD back in the day. It was still there, and I used to get into so much trouble. Where I know what it was. I got you. I got one right here. It was, I was a kid that, me and the teacher got into problems. She was like, they'd be like, go take a walk, Harry, come back and sit down, then let's get back to it. I was like, all right. So I got frustrated with my teacher one day. I got up, took my walk, and we had new teachers in the building. So the teacher walked by, hey, you have your hallway pass. Nah, I'm Harry. Everybody knows me. I don't need no hallway pass. No, you need a pass. I was like, you're right, I do need a pass. I left it in the bathroom. Went into the bathroom, hopped out, went into the courtyard, the senior courtyard, went to the lunchroom, and I'm on the internet playing video games and shit. And the class ends, and I walk in through the hallway, and I see her looking into the bathroom, trying to find out where I'm at, and I walk right past her. I'm like, damn, did you see him yet? And I just keep it moving. I get in trouble. Principal calls me down to his office, and he goes, "You jumped out the window?" He's like, "Just go back to class, and if anybody asks, you got in trouble." just like that.
It was on some Ferris Bueller joke.
You know
Bueller,
it. Bueller.
I
was out of there.
Bueller. Harry. Harry O, are you here? What was the worst trouble you ever got in besides that?
Worst trouble I've got into?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
You see, he's trying to get me locked up.
Oh, shit.
I plead the fifth. Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
I am a good, wholesome person.
Okay.
Trying to get me to stitch on myself. I'm not one of these millennial babies. I ain't gonna do the crime then go on TV and tell everybody, yeah, I robbed that place, but they don't know it was me. Like, what?
Well, now y'all know. Where you from again?
Allegedly.
Okay, so you get into this comedy game, school kind of molds you, class clown, cracking jokes on the teachers. Were you like one of the people who throw the paper at the teacher? Did you get, here's actually a good one. What happened when a substitute came into your class? Was it on like popcorn?
Oh, man, when we had a substitute, anything could happen. Right. Anything could happen. It was me, my boy Charles in class.
Naming names. Go ahead.
Of course, I can tell Charles. There ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie his last name. It's okay.
Yeah.
So we in class, we know, and I'm trying to pay attention, trying my hardest, and he comes up from behind, smacks the black off the back of my head, just clear hit, right?
Now you light skin.
Oh yeah, I used to be darker. I used to be darker than this. This is what happened. And he goes up, sharpens his pencil, comes back. I duck down this time, walks back. Teacher don't know nothing happened. So I was like, okay, two could play this game. I get up, ball some tissue, about to walk it to the trash can. I walk past him. I wind up. I pitch. I connect. He white too, so this is even better. He falls out of his chair. He hits the ground. Teacher turns around, me and him in the back, slap boxing.
Slap boxing is an undervalued sport, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny. Me and him, we actually met at the gym at a boxing class, and then we started talking, camera talk and stuff like that. And comedy is not all that what you do, right?
No,
okay.
not at all.
What pays the bills?
What pays the bills? A regular 9 to 5. But what I do is I do acting. Like I was just in the last episode. In fact, episode 305, Wu-Tang. That means that's the last episode. It was the last episode of this season.
Okay.
So I'm actually in the background in the barbershop hanging out in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got my credit right there, and I'm in Power coming up in this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in Power? You can't say?
Oh, I'm doing. Yeah, I can't say nothing. You'll see me.
You'll see
but I'm in Power somewhere.
He's taking out the trash.
I probably am. I probably am.
Nah, that's what's up.
Look, if you see me walk past, just stop it at this time and just take a picture, send it to me.
Yeah. And post it on what Instagram? Because you got 6 of them.
Yeah. Just post it on comedian_Harry L. That's the one you tag me and everything.
Okay. So you get to high school, you get past all that stuff. Was it at that point you started paying attention to comedians and said, this is something I wanted to do? Or was it like something that was already in you and it just cultivated?
No, I guess it was my best friend's dad who actually got me. So he was like, Harry, you are like the funniest guy I know. He's like, we're gonna have a conversation. I need you to be honest. You need to go do comedy. He was like, you are hilarious. And he was like, I'll be your manager. I haven't seen him since. But he actually put the seed and was like, nah, I should try this out. And lo and behold, I tried it out and I just been running ever since.
Okay. Now, a while ago, we had Elder Sensei. That's actually his T-shirt, Artifacts. I'm not to say old school, not to say legend. We know better. He is a current hip-hop artist, but he came out in the late 80s, right?
Like
early 90s. And one nugget that he left with me that I always remember, when he was talking about some of the people that he studied, he said, he honed his craft by studying everybody, but creating his own voice through that.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are some of the comedians that you studied or watched that helped you hone your craft?
I would say DL Hughley, Kevin Hart, because I like how he talks from his own personal experience. Bill Burr, like, is another one. Like he's actually really funny, and Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Those three.
Can't forget about Bernie Mac.
Because like those four, like those two, they tell me like they talking from like life experiences. Because I like talking about from a life experience. I don't like talking about making up stories about something that happened. I want to tell you something that actually did happen and that actually is funny, and make it into my own, because it's way easier to remember at the same time when it does happen to you, instead of trying to conjure up a story like right now. Like it's hard to do. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Bill Burr too, because he's in my favorite show, The Mandalorian. I think he's in
Yeah.
season 1 and season 2.
Yeah. He was just in the last episode too.
No,
I'm playing with you.
He had me too. I was like, nah. I just saw the last episode because I was up early. That's my show. That's the only show I wake up for at like it drops at like 3 in the morning.
Look at you like a big kid on a Saturday morning.
I really do. I will wake up. I'll be like, all right, set my alarm. I want to watch that thing first thing, because you know
you be eating the cereal out the bowl, have the milk run down your chin.
I'm in milk. We eat healthy stuff, you know.
Almond milk, yes.
That's how I could order medium T-shirt. I got to drink that oat milk, almond milk, eat healthy and all that good stuff. So Bernie Mac, talk about his influence on you, because I think
Bernie.
Because everybody else is relative and they can still kind of discover them, but Bernie, the way this generation is, they probably gonna have to start going backwards to really figure out.
Of course, but like Kings of Comedy, like when he was on like Def Jam, like just the way he tells how it is, like I ain't even trying to get you banned, but when he was talking about him downstairs, if you know, you know. Because I ain't gonna say for anybody else, was like one of the funniest things, because it's like I can relate. Like I got like 3 kids myself, so I'm looking at it like I seen my kids do some stuff like that before. Like like it just connects. Like they talk from so much of a personal life. It's not you can't mimic it.
Do you ever test your material out on your kids just to see?
No, my kids don't think I'm funny at all. Well, my kids don't think I'm funny at all. My kids don't care about Instagram. My kids don't care about the acting. I'll be like, hey, look, I'm about to be on Wu-Tang. And they look at me like, that's nice.
Give me this allowance and keep it pushing.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Like right now, I got to deal with a 17-year-old that I think she's about to be a car thief.
Oh.
I sleep with my keys in my pocket every night. I'm telling you.
Where's she going?
I don't know, but who cares? Like she wakes up before me because she got to go to school. So she might want to drive to school, so I got to keep my keys close to me.
Okay.
She's from Jersey. She might be a car thief. You got to watch out.
Are you born and raised since you were there? Are you born and raised in Jersey?
Born and raised in Jersey. Born and lived out in Irvington. From Irvington, moved to Parsippany to Montgomery back down to South Plainfield.
Montgomery, Alabama?
No, Montgomery, New Jersey.
Okay.
Montgomery, New Jersey.
Where the heck is Montgomery, New Jersey?
Yeah, Montgomery, New Jersey. Right next to Princeton.
Oh, okay.
I was out there with the white kids chilling.
Yeah. You like,
I was the token. I was the token.
You out here, George Jefferson, like,
Yeah, moving on up. Listen,
how you go from Irvington to Montgomery, like a place
Listen.
we ain't even heard of?
My mama made sure that I could grow up around all cultures. My mama was like, listen, these white folks ain't gonna, it's like, you are not gonna be left. My mom made sure I knew how to snowboard, ski, skate, rollerblade, horseback riding. Look, I know how to do it all. So she was like, if these white folks try to leave you, you'll be right behind them. Like, y'all ain't gonna leave me.
You know how to play water polo too?
You got that right. I'll play water polo. Shit, cricket too. Listen, I'm out here. I'm out here in the streets. I ain't gonna leave me left behind. I'm like a chameleon. I blend in.
There you go. There you go.
You know, they made sure I got more than just the white voice. Right. We all know the white voice. Matter of fact, do you have a white voice?
Do I have a white voice? Do I?
No, you don't have to think about it. You know, you would know. You got a white voice?
I have a professional voice. Yes, I do.
See, there you go. Hi, my name's Harry. How you doing?
Hello, my name is.
Nope. No, you don't. Nope.
You could tell in the tone, especially certain words you pronounce. Nah, they.
Hello, this is producer Baith.
Hi guys. Welcome to another episode of the House of Boom podcast, where we are here chopping it up, guys.
Yep, there you go. You got your certain words. Chopping it up.
But see,
we're having a fantastic time.
I may not have a white voice, but everybody has a Kermit the Frog voice.
I don't
have a Kermit.
Come on.
Everybody was looking at him like, Kermit the Frog?
This is Kermit D. Frog reporting to you live from Sesame Street.
Nope, he is by himself on this one. Wait, this nigga said Kermit the Frog voice. Yeah, and then look for a co-signer. Hey, you got a Kermit the Frog voice? No, I got one.
I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, I think I could.
You got a Kermit the Frog voice?
Meet me halfway. Meet me halfway.
Please
don't leave me out on this island.
Don't leave him out here. This is all he's the ones right now.
Here you go.
This is Kermit D.
This is Kermit the Frog. Coming live with Miss Piggy.
Kirby! You can tell we some old heads too. Now, I feel old.
They don't make them the same.
They don't make them.
No, they just kind of killed me when they started changing characters. I was just like, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into.
We're not gonna go into what's going on Sesame Street these days.
Not at all. Like, I know a pimp when I see one, like Dave Chappelle said. You gonna tell me that ain't no pimp.
That is the...
how many times must I tell you? 1, 2,
Yo, no, when he said Snuffleupagus,
I know a high ass. I see one.
Hi, bird. He got some smack.
Got some smack, bird.
I hope this audio is good. Yo, I hope this audio is good because this is all chuckles right now.
Had a bum in a bum in the trash can. Just get over yourself, Grouch.
Yo, what? Yo, the evolution. I guess the thing about that makes Dave Chappelle special is that we got to really see his evolution.
Oh yes. Oh
with,
yeah.
with those comedy specials, like
To see him grow, like it's
Yeah.
crazy because Dave Chappelle's in there too.
yeah,
Because the way that man commands the audience, regardless of whatever it is bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the only person that I know talked about the Alphabet Gang, and still is relevant. Like that man is talented.
right.
I'm scared to talk about.
Yeah. Hey, stay safe. So you have your influencers, you have your influences. However, who are your Mount Rushmore in a sense of comedians?
Mount Rushmore.
Is it too soon for that?
Nah.
Hold that. Let's hold that. Let's
Okay.
Hold that. What comedic? You're an actor too. So what comedic sitcom influenced you the most?
Oh, that's easy. The Chappelle Show.
That's it.
Chappelle Show, Living Color, not SNL, not really SNL person, but those two was like, yo, you can make your own and everything with the Wayans brothers.
Oh, the Wayans brothers is. The Wayans brothers don't get enough love, yo.
And Living Color made so many juggernauts that's in the industry right now. Jamie Foxx, Jim Carrey, all the Wayans,
Right.
Jennifer Lopez,
Right.
like that's all from a Living Color. Like
Right.
if you think back, that's crazy.
Right.
There's no other show that produced so many heavyweight hitters, superstars, out here.
Outside of Saturday Night Live,
Who came out Saturday Night Live?
anybody who's been on Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, Eddie
You know what
Murphy.
I'm saying?
But Eddie Murphy already had a name.
True.
Most of the people already have a name when they're on Saturday Night Live.
Gotcha.
I'm talking about from
the ground
the
up.
ground
You're
up.
right. You're right.
Tommy Davidson,
You're
David Allen Greer. Like
a fact.
nobody knew any of these cats. They just knew In Living Color was on, and next thing you know, superstardom called them.
Facts.
And so that has been our impromptu producer segment question, brought to you by Clean Everything LLC, because it's already right there. So we just gonna land that plane and let y'all finish that conversation. I just had to cut that in, but go ahead. Go ahead with the argument. You know,
Because SNL, mostly all SNL people already have a name when they come on the show,
True.
or when they're on the show. These were nobodies that we used to run home to on Thursday night to turn on the channel and actually sit down and watch.
It's a fact.
So that's why I was like, nobody produced more superstars than Keenan Ivory Wayne.
That's true.
that's true. Yeah.
Like they need to give that man his flowers like right now.
Marlon was just on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how when the Waynes left the In Living Color, how it went all downhill from there.
Yeah.
It was like, and if the one thing he was saying, like, everything they touch turns to gold.
Yeah. Think about it. Scary Movie. Don't be a Mrs. South Central or drinking your juice in the hood. God, that's a
Yeah.
long name still.
Yeah.
Like what was the other
Little
one?
Man.
Have
Huh?
a
Little Man.
problem.
Little Man. Like there's so many that the Wayans brothers have done that have gone gold just by them touching it. But pause. I mean, y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
But by them doing it, it's crazy.
Low Down Dirty Shame.
Oh my God.
Say that.
Yeah.
It's Shane.
The movie that Damon Wayans had with Bruce Willis,
Yeah.
Last Boy Scout.
Last
Oh
Boy
yeah,
Scout.
you're right. Shoot.
Blank Man.
My wife.
Blank Man.
Blank Man. My wife and kids.
Facts.
Like,
That's a dope. That was a.
and
dope,
that was a great
Both of
great
theirs.
show. Yeah.
You know,
Damon
you know
and
that's,
Marlon.
You know what's crazy about my
The
wife and
Wayans
kids?
brothers. Pops.
See, even though we will always know her as Gina from Martin, my wife and kids gave her a second life. Most people can't get out of that second role.
Yeah, you're right.
fact.
But nah, I still know her from
You
Gina
can
from Martin.
sometimes still see a Gina from Martin, but she created a whole different.
Nah, it's always Gina from Martin for me. I can't see her as my wife and kids. Like I see her in the role.
Yeah.
But it's always gonna be Gina.
Okay.
Yeah, it transformed. I feel you. It transformed for me. I felt like his take on family.
Yes.
I related because it reminded me of my dynamic. I mean, my son wasn't like Junior at all.
Thank God.
Yeah, he whoever did the writing or the production for that definitely gave her like a second breath.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely did, because now I don't refer to her just as Gina. Now I actually gotta know her name.
Yeah.
Don't ask me now, but
Yeah.
I do know who you're talking about when you're talking about. Yeah, Tisha Campbell. There it is.
Aspirationally, would you rather be more focused on doing comedy stand-ups, and then maybe one day doing a special, or would you like to, with the acting, be more on that side, like being in a space like My Wife and Kids, or whatever the next variation of Martin or something like that would come up?
I like coming up with my own stuff, so I like comedy more, but I am getting more so into the acting world, because the biggest fear I had was because I grew up because I was dyslexic. So reading was always a problem, because letters would jump around, and then having ADHD, you don't want to pay attention. Like all that combined into one pot is a pain in the ass. So reading was always a hurdle for me. So now I'm at the point where it's just like, you know what, yeah, like I'm beating this hurdle. So it's like I'm not gonna let this hurdle stop me from doing what I want to do.
Okay, so this is probably the most serious we've been all day. How have you overcome that hurdle?
Hooked on phonics works for me. Listen, I better get paid for that, goddammit. I was expecting my check soon. All right, I'm just saying,
Yo,
look, y'all got plugged in.
You gotta be an '80s baby to understand hooked on phonics. Commercials that used to come on. Oh my goodness, I'm almost scared to ask. Are you serious right now?
Oh man, the world may never know. The world may never know. No, but
Go ahead.
but no, definitely. But no, just it's like anything else. Like something you're not good at, just do it more and you'll become better. And that basically is what I've been doing.
The crazy thing is like,
Just don't put no.
This is the first time I've actually interviewed somebody who's a stand-up comedian, amongst other things. And it's like there's a part of me that wants to be like, nah, but seriously, you can't.
Shit. Listen. I'll tell you right now. Look, I thought acting was just like, all right, you just remember what you say, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it was always gonna be easy, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I could always get my sister. Me and my sister will go over the lines and I'll get it, right? Man, I got on the acting. They was like, oh yeah, we'd be perfect for this part. Here, we're doing a table read. I said, table read? They was like, yeah, we all sit down at the table and we say these lines. Like, what do you mean so when am I getting the script? Am I getting the script early? Like, nah, you get it on the same day. Excuse me? Having dyslexia, that's like standing up in front of a crowd and they give you read this. You ever had to read out loud in the classroom and act like you going to the bathroom when it's about to be your turn?
I will say this.
So you too good.
No.
You can tell he haven't done that like that.
No. One time, we had a book author come on choir, and she was like, "Yo," what is this first page? She's like, "Read the first page." So I was like, "All right, I'm reading it, but I'm reading it in my inside voice." And she's like, "No, read what it says out loud." And I feel in that moment, I might have became dyslexic. I was like, And she was like, is that how you really read? I was like, no, but you put me on the spot. I was like, but if you gonna have to cut that part out, because I ain't gonna have me looking.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. I've been in classes with dyslexia. I've been in classes with when the teacher is like, you read this paragraph, I will go further in the book to see where I'm about to read to make sure if it's about to be a long paragraph or a short. I'm like, oh, that's shit. Miss Anderson, I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
No,
let me excuse myself before I read this out loud.
You bring it back a memory of mine, because when I moved, I lived in East Orange originally, and then I moved, and the town I lived in is predominantly Spanish, and so I remember we had to read A Streetcar Named Desire. Right? In high school, everybody done read that movie, but have you ever see somebody with a Spanish accent and background? And I remember the one part where it's like he's reading the main character, and he's like, and so the main character's name is Stella. So every time he would be like, he would start the sentence would be like Stella such and such and such. He'd be like Stella, and then he would read the rest of the line with the most Spanish accent. Stella. And he'd be like, yo, hey yo, we used to crack up the whole class. Even the English teacher used to crack up. And it was just like that was his line, and he was embellishing it. He was having fun with it. It wasn't like no cracking on it. He was just. Stella!
He gonna come back and whoop your ass for that. You know right now. Like, oh, he making fun of me. Stella! He gonna beat your ass and be like, Stella!
Stella!
Who is Stella?
But that's what's up. I mean, I'm glad that you are overcoming. See, it's like, yo, you can't even be serious. Like, I gotta really concentrate on being serious. But I'm glad that you're overcoming that and taking your acting to new heights. You work with Wendy McKenzie, right?
Yeah.
So
I've been with Coach
Shout out to Wendy, man.
Shout out to Wendy. Wendy knows everybody.
Wendy knows everybody. Look, I was in Wendy's class, and we was doing matter of fact, it was Wendy and Tasha from Power.
Oh, Notori.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like we was going over these lines, and it was like, all right, cool. You're gonna be Ghost. Here's your lines. Get set. Do. Ooh, Kobe died. Go. Kobe, my hero. So I'm like, what? There is no go right now. Like, I'm like, wait, this can't be real. Like, I run off. No, say it ain't true.
Right.
And that is the day that I found out Kobe died, was when I was in that class with them.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like, you know how you could pinpoint, you could find out a place where something big tragedy has happened, and you will remember this for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And that is where I was at during that time in class, about to go up next.
Wow. With Notori of all people.
Yep.
Well, can you do your best Ghost now?
My best Ghost?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna do no Ghost.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'll be trying to do Ghost, but I can't. Ghost be, oh yeah, you right, little motherfucker.
I told you he didn't make it past the first audition, so.
I told you, reading problems, nigga.
If it wasn't for that.
If it wasn't for that, I've been in half these shows by now. The only reason I got my big break is because they was like, look, we're going to improv this. I was like, score. Yeah. I could do this. I could improv the hell out of something.
Word.
But would you want to read this paper? Can I take this home? This ain't your homework first?
Word.
Motherfuckers will see this later and going to be like, oh, that special needs kid, Harry. I know you're talking about.
I went to school with that motherfucker.
Yep.
Mike, we got another. We're gonna give you our official producer segment question. So, Mike, do you have brought to you by Clean Everything LLC? Sorry, this joint is just funny. It's not as in our producer segment question. Brought to you by Clean Everything LLC. I can't even do it today because we too silly today. But Mike, if you got something, what else you got?
I actually do. So, a father of three. What's the ages?
17, 15, about to be 10.
Got you. Okay. Similar. 21, 18, and 8. Same person?
No. Hey, no in there. No in there. Go on now.
I got 3 kids with 4 baby mothers.
You know?
Man, this is crazy.
3 kids, 5 baby mothers. You don't know? Like, you figure out the math. I tell you.
One of them went half of the baby with you feel me?
Well, it's too late. I had I'm trying to figure it out.
I feel you. In the comedy space, how do you find balance as a dad with the humorous side of becoming a parent that a lot of people don't understand? Like when your kids say their first curse word, but they use it exactly the way that you're supposed to use it, even though they said it inside of their kindergarten class. So how do you find the balance of funny and father in your day-to-day activity as a father?
Oh, that's a good question. To get to one of them is my oldest. I heard her curse for the first time, and I didn't know to laugh or be mad at the way she used the curse word, or be mad that she used the curse word. Mm-hmm. Because, like, you know, I got a reputation to uphold. If you're gonna use these curse words, use them correctly.
Facts.
don't say this curse word that's out of subject that don't match up.
You murder bitch fuck.
Yeah, you murder bitch fuck. And she cursing out. I'm like, what are you saying? She like, I guess, how you curse out her like that? I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm mad the way you use the curse words. I'm not mad that you curse. I'm mad the way you used it. If you used it, use it properly, goddammit. But being a father in this world is very difficult because you got to figure out which one to use, like what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Because, like me, like my youngest, she is going over Kevin Hart's special right now, actually, and she knows that whole daddy. The prince told us to run to the top of the castle, daddy, which is the top of the bed, and there was too many of us. So somebody had to go. We pushed her off, she fell, she hurt herself. She has that down to a T, and she knows how to stop herself from cursing. Like, she be blanking it.
Yeah.
Like, she censors herself, and I can't do nothing but laugh. But I know in her head she's saying a curse word. So I want to be out there like, bitch, don't you say don't you be cursing. Like, I know what you're saying. You're saying the word in your head. Don't say it at all.
Fact though.
Yeah, but being a dad, it is nothing better than that because I can see it through the lens through their eyes, and I can see the lens through my parents' eyes of like, this is what I put y'all through. My bad. I'm sorry.
Just pick up the phone. Hey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You know, like, listen, like I called my parents went ahead and gave my kid a whole bunch of ice cream. It's 9 o'clock at night. I pick my kid up, go back home. She is hyped up on ice cream. Like, she is, like, I see it built up in her. Like, she is ready. I'm like, you ain't gonna sleep no time soon. So I pick her up, I'm walking out, and she's eating ice cream, and my father yells out, got your back. Boof, shuts the door.
Oh, you setting people up.
Yep. Here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning. My kid is on the couch. Somebody, hey, daddy, hey, daddy, hey, daddy.
Daddy went to sleep 10 minutes ago. Leave a message.
No, my kid too valid for that. You fall asleep around if you want to. Last time I fell asleep around my kid, she was like, it's John Cena. And next thing you know, she jumped off of the table onto me. I was like, the nerve. And you know, when you halfway asleep, you don't think about it. I'm like, it's John Cena. I was like, John Cena? That's
woke up like,
That's a rather peculiar choice of words to use right now. Out of nowhere.
I was like, yo, did she just frog splash me from across the room?
DDT your ass.
No.
My follow-up question, would you or do you see the comedic spark in your kids? Do you encourage that? Are you encouraging that? Would you encourage that? And yeah.
Yes, I would. And no, but I don't see, I see the comedy in my youngest. My second oldest, I see electronics, I see editing, I see all like the all behind the cam. Like he's smarter than me at that age. Right. And then my oldest, I see a host, I see somebody putting on, I see her being in front of the camera. So in each of them, I see different parts of me.
Yeah.
So I definitely would, and I definitely push that if they want to go ahead with that.
That's fire.
Got it.
That's it for me.
That's dope. That's me, your producer segment question. Brought to you by ETH with a TH. Occam's razor. Occam's razor. Nah. What's the hardest you ever roasted somebody on stage? Cause I duck. I remember the last time I went to see Chris Red, and I was on a date, and I was like, yo, let's sit in the back. I was like, nah. I didn't even know how hard he went. I just saw him on the thing, and I was like, yeah, let's go, whatever. I was like, yeah, but let's sit towards the back, because I was like, comedians have a tendency to come for me if I sit up front. I don't know why, but I was like,
oh, I believe it. I believe it because I'm trying to figure out why he's wearing these glasses. like, you think that I forgot to ask this question, but I'm still trying to figure this out. I don't think they're prescription, but he got them on though.
Taking flight, aviator.
He gonna be here the rest of the day, just.
Damn, he trying to glasses shame you, man.
Like, yeah. He like, oh, let me get the glare off of him. let me get the dust off.
Just pop the lenses out.
He out here looking like Clark Kent. You look like a totally different person.
Just pop the lenses out.
You know?
So we was at the comedy show, and this was one dude, and Chris Reddick goes in on him. And he's like, yeah, so he's on a date with a lady. He's like, yeah, so you came to the comedy club with Super Mario. So, you know, she's going in on the whole night. I can't see him, but you see the back of his head.
Yeah.
He has that type of hair. And I'm like, all right, this dude, you know, at the end, everybody goes to the bathroom. He walks past me. First of all, he's short as hell. You know, and got the mustache and everything. I was like, yo, why did you sit up front, bro? He took it like a champ. But I was like, yo, and then the lady I was with, I was like, yo, no, he really does look like Super Mario. It's a me, I'm Mario. I wanted to say that.
I'm guessing everybody got a Mario voice too.
It's a me, Mario.
He got a Kermit the Frog and he has a Mario. He just doesn't have his white people voice. Like, that's crazy to me.
Ken Kniff from Connecticut. All right, so what's the hardest you ever roasted?
The hardest I ever roasted was I'll actually say it was actually another comedian. I'm not gonna give no names because he's just starting up. Like, he's getting it in his back. He's beginning his journey.
Yeah.
But he came up with all these jokes that he brung food with him. Like, he went out, bought this food, came to the show to tell these jokes with the food on stage. And I went up I was like third after him, and he was still in the place. And I'm like, you could tell you not black. Because my mom, my wife, my girlfriend will all be pissed that you sitting there letting that meat stay out on that floor and not put it in the refrigerator yet. I was like, and I just dove in because he was there like 20 minutes after I was there, and that meat haven't been in the refrigerator since. I was like, he is balling. I was like, he gotta have money. For you to be, he gotta have money. For you to buy groceries, to have that shit sit on the ground and just do nothing with. We talk about he had the good chocolate milk. Not the he had the good shit. Right?
Mostly milk.
Yeah, mostly milk. He had the good stuff. He had he had not the rice, he had steak, he had chicken, like he had all these foods. I'm like, that needs to be refrigerated. And he just leaving it on the ground. I'm like, listen, if you try to feed the poor, if I get off stage and you still here, I'm gonna take your food home.
Been trying to work on this brisket recipe.
You know, shoot, that's the best time. When you don't have to buy food, you can try out all recipes that you want to try out. Listen. I'm on unemployment, but as we call it right now, we call it a content creator.
That part.
Yo.
This is the time for me to find my niche. Like,
we going. You're telling you
because I'm just thinking this is a government subsidized comedian over here.
how you get paid? Unemployment. Them motherfuckers pay me well. Remember when they was giving out $600 on top? Listen, I was out here balling.
I was getting it.
You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me shit. I was happy my job let me go. Y'all let me go? All right, cool.
You know what? I think y'all should fire me.
You know what? Listen. Harry ain't come to work in the last 3 days. Listen. Talk about I cursed out my boss so fast so I could get fired. I went in there, hey, Harry, I need you to do this. Let me tell you something, Mr. Johnson. I ain't doing none of that shit. So either you can fire me
or you can fire
me. You know, got fired. I got that unemployment check. I was living like a king for a year.
It's a fact.
You couldn't tell me shit. I was out here buying shit that was unnecessary.
Ain't work on no comedy.
Nothing. I was out here chilling in the streets.
And this episode of the House of Boom podcast is brought to you by
Stimulus.
One stop.
One stop. That's funny as hell.
It's gonna be out on Tuesday, right after you cash your check.
Yeah, you got that right.
Check that direct deposit.
That shit hit faithfully.
Yeah. If you file on time, I don't know.
Here's my thing with unemployment.
Right.
what I started to realize is the hardest part or the most work you have to do
Is remember
when to fucking-
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
Yeah, you said set the alarm, bro.
I be saying the alarm. Like, listen. Wait. Ooh, my day's Sunday. Let me go ahead and put this.
I gotta check in real quick. Facts.
It don't matter what you're doing, but you need to
If
take
you
that
ain't do
time
that
to go
joint
there.
by Sunday, he was a rat.
Yep. You gonna have a heart next week. It ain't like they giving it out like they was giving out before.
Yeah, man.
Now you got double, and then if you don't do it at all that week, they stop or something like that.
Yeah, you gotta redo it.
Claim.
You ain't claim. Now they think you back at work. They're like, no, wait a minute.
It's crazy that some people actually think that's too much work. Like you're not going for 40 hours of the week.
Yeah.
You don't have to do shit but be on phone.
What?
Just wait. You just be on that bitch for like
If you have that elevator music.
nigga.
I remember the first time that joint happened to me, but I lost the job and I had to collect. I felt bad that I lost the job, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, just file unemployment." I was like, "What's that?" Then it's like an angel, like file, like what? File, like what? It's like it's like
Listen. When that stimulus check hit with that unemployment check, man. Listen, I found myself interested in everything.
right.
I was like, you ever look at something you have no business buying? I was like, but I could need that.
Yeah.
I could use that for something. Yeah. I was out here in these streets buying I do need another pair of Jordans. Like, I do need 2 pair. Give me 2 per. For no reason at all.
Got into knitting.
Shit.
You know what? I do need a Komodo cooking set.
You know?
Need that.
I'm over there like this.
Ninja Turtles. I always wanted to be a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
I was trying to be like Michelangelo when I was growing up.
I've recently gotten into fermenting things. I've made my own kimchi 3 different ways.
Me personally, I got into making candles. Loving scented candles.
What you gotta do is put soy and almond milk in
Nothing
it.
against people who make, because I know 2 wonderful ladies who make candles. So
Listen, go ahead, recover from me.
We're not
Go
gonna-
ahead, recover from me. Listen, my cousin does candles.
right.
I haven't bought one yet. She's like, you want some candles for what? I don't care what it's about. What I got a candle for?
Right.
I'm a guy.
They all smell like
Listen,
cinnamon.
the only reason men buy certain things is for women.
Mm-hmm.
1, candles. 2, silk sheets. Well, no, not silk sheets. Might be for me, but still.
Yeah. I mean, candles is wavy. They got masculine smelling candles, some which I guess you can say is for the ladies. However, I'm married. I've been married.
Only time you breaking that out is special occasions.
You know, you about to pull up. Gotta put on that dark suede. You know what I'm saying?
Got that silk robe walking in like, hey, hello, I've been waiting for you.
My name is Harry Hefner.
You know? Shit, but my name's already Harry Osterhout. Like, you know how hard it is trying to pick up a chick?
You said Harry.
Osterhout.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you
So-
fit right in and
I got
pitched
you.
in.
Goddamn right. You know how many jobs I got because of my
I
name?
was about to say you had to start
Yeah.
comedy because of your last name.
Listen. I am 38 years old. I done had 38 jobs.
All in the last 2 years.
Exactly. I have been hired and fired the same day off of my name. Motherfuckers be thinking I'm white out here. I don't put down that. I don't put down. Are you black? I put down other. Let you guess.
You.
What's
Yep.
the O? Harry O? Harry Other.
Yeah, Harry other. Harry, they called me up, and that's why I got my white boys together. Hi. yes. This is Harry. How you doing? Fantastic, wonderful.
Shameless plug. Shout out to Urban Glow Candles. Shout out to Candles by Dre. I just want to make sure my homegirls they don't feel disrespected if they watching this. Oh, Urban Glow Candles by Dre. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, fuck that other nigga over there.
He don't even use soy.
he don't even know what almond milk even is. He's like, that unemployed brother to the left. We don't care about him.
Shit, they ain't going to see none of your movies.
No, they ain't gonna see none of it. She like,
Boycott your joint.
Shit, the only reason I get in so many of these movies is because I find out whichever ones my baby mother likes, and I make sure I'm in it because just so she can't stop watching the show.
Captain Petty over there.
Of course.
Harry Pettyview.
Yep. Listen. I'm in Power just because of the fact that she likes Power. Look, now I'm in it. Now she don't want to watch Power no more.
Matter of fact, we know who killed Ghost.
Yep.
Mystery solved.
I don't look, listen, her watch time used to be like this big, like so many hours. Her watch time is about like 20 minutes now. She can't watch a show without me being in it.
Yeah.
Don't let me find anything.
All right. Speaking of TV, speaking of roast, that's where I was going with this. Slapgate. Chris Rock made his return to comedy. It's been all over social media and all that other stuff. Thoughts? What side of the argument are you on?
I'm on Chris Rock's side.
Okay.
This is easy. I'm on Chris Rock's side.
Okay.
Because we all here know why Will Smith got up and did that.
Right.
You know he got that look. Was like, nigga, you better do something. And he was like, that soul of Tupac came in his body. He got up. And that's what did it. I'm telling you, it was. I think Marlon was right. It was the soul of Tupac that went inside Will Smith's body. Man. But the part that got me was how she the next day was like, I didn't like what he did. What? No, you supposed to stand by your husband. Whatever he did, he messed up. Yeah, just say he messed up. Just don't say I don't condone anything that he did. That's just the way I feel about it. But I'm definitely on Chris Rock's side. I think.
What do you think about his comedy?
I think he did it right. It was good. Even if we take that part out of it, it was still a good special because I liked how he talked about his kids and everything in there. So no, I think he actually did his thing.
Okay.
And I condone that because of the fact that you got smacked on live TV and keep going like nothing happened.
I mean, somebody paid me $20 million to talk away.
No, there's a lot of people out here that we're going to start tussling and fighting. You smack me. On live TV, that's going down in generations. It's a year now later, and we still talking about it.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean,
it was a smack across the world.
I feel like after like another year, it's gonna be like whatever. Cause I think it got worn out. Like I really think after a while, you gotta tell me at some point you ain't get tired of like, okay.
You just asked me the question.
Yeah.
You gonna ask me the question?
I don't know.
It's a year later. It's a year later. He's like, you think that question's being worn out? You just asked me the same question.
I'm just talking from personal experience. I just was like, okay. It was like every day. You know how you get like the news alerts on your phone?
And I just
be like, Will took a shit today. Okay.
He still didn't apologize.
Yep. On the real, I just think that everybody should keep their hands to themselves. Like at the end of the day, Chris Rock was doing his job. Chris Rock was making jokes, making fun. Like he wasn't like he was just aiming at her.
Oh.
So for them not to be able to take a joke, it's like people come to your comedy show. Like you're there to laugh. You're not gonna hear everything that you might like, but you're still there. You still to get some laughs. Stop
when
being
that
sensitive.
happened, did it ever make you question if you would go in hard on somebody in the audience?
Hell no, I still go hard on some. I will still make jokes about people in the audience.
Thank you.
Yo, hey, look, I love the fact that everybody in our generation knows exactly what that was.
Yes.
But no, I still tell jokes about people. I'll just hire you as my bodyguard. Like, look, we're gonna still tell these jokes. Anybody you see stand up, just get them first.
I was just going to the bathroom.
Hey, we just gotta make sure. We just gotta make sure.
Yeah, I remember that happened to me one time too. It was like a charity comedy thing.
Yeah.
And the dude was going in on me, whatever, a little bit, and I was taking it, whatever, but I did have to get up and use the bathroom. And then he was like, "Oh, why this big motherfucker?" He's like, "Big bro, I was just joking." I said, "I just using the bathroom." And then when I went in the bathroom, he still continued to roast me. And then the lady I was with at the time, she's like, "Leave him alone."
How long was you in the bathroom for? Goddamn.
I had to go, man. It was weird. So
he was like, went in the bathroom. He came in the bathroom. Hey, everybody, show continue in the bathroom real quick.
Yo, when did people start naming with the thing? I wonder when did like people start naming like when you go to the bathroom like 1, 2.
I don't know anything after 2. He about to sit here and name like 4 or 5.
Number
Like
3.
Because he
like
said
there's
5.
3. There's 3.
No, I don't even smoke. These are like high thoughts or something like that. Like, what's the number 5?
It's like this is a blunt moment. Like this is a blunt moment. Like I ain't high enough for this. Y'all lost me. I don't even know if 2 things that happened in the bathroom. When y'all get to 3, 4, 5, like there's more.
It's throw up.
It's,
There's when you do all of them at the same time. Any 2 combinations.
that's
Is that a 4
called.
or 5?
That's a good question.
I'm over here calculating like last time I heard that was called the flu, but all right. Like, we're gonna call it number 3 now. We'll go see my kids. Hey, you got number 3?
Ain't nothing but
you got a
flu.
favorite? He got a favorite. He's number 3. Cold line. He's 3. He's 3. Man down. I remember my child was sick. And my kid came and hugged on me. I'm like, I know I'm gonna be sick tomorrow.
Ain't that crazy though? How you could be the most healthy person in the world, but your kid, like my 8-year-old, my 8-year-old is the only one who has successfully passed germs to me. My wife could be dead sick, sleeping in the bed next to me, nothing. My daughter, nothing. My oldest son, nothing. My youngest son though, he gets sick, it'd be like immediately. I could feel it into my body. Pause.
Don't say that.
Pause. Damn, I didn't learn my lesson.
Listen, we'll just cut. We'll cut that right before you say that. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Tell you, don't want.
I'm serious, yeah.
Of course, we're all serious. We don't want no problems with the alphabet game.
I'm just trying to go back to that moment earlier that we had. Like,
Yeah. She's still wearing these glasses.
We did a skit earlier, and like the first 2 times, I was supposed to be the bad guy, and he come in here. As soon as my part come, I start bawling laughing. And then he was like, "Yeah, I see you over there. You doing the mouth like you trying to be serious with the serious eyes, but your mouth was like."
He was like, yeah, watch that floor. Like I like the camera's like a dead at him, so the camera looks. You see the tears in his eyes coming up, trying to hold back the laugh. I was like, your eyes say I'll whoop your ass, but your mouth saying this shit's hilarious.
Nah, because people don't realize like everybody has their nervous tick. Mine is actually laughter, like you know what I mean. Some people do weird stuff. I just laugh like out of nowhere, but it's not like obnoxious. It's not well timed.
Oh God, Marsha died.
One time, remember,
there's one time. Oh God.
Me and Baif, we did this meet the producer, so y'all people can see his face, and I was telling old stories and stuff like that. And I remember one time, me and my boys, we was walking back. We was at a pizza restaurant, and I guess there was an exchange of words, and they thought we were somebody else. And so these dudes surrounded us. It's 3 of us. It's like 6, 7 of them. And so this, you know, once it's like 6, 7, it's always the one tough guy, the leader. And so he goes in a circle. I forget what he was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I heard blah 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 blah." They said, "I heard you got a problem." So he says to my one boy, he's like, "You got a problem?" And my boy, it's like, "Nah." And he go to my other boy. He was like, "You got a problem?" And he was like, "Nah." And he came to me. He's like, "You got a problem?" And I started laughing. "Oh, you think this funny? You think this funny?" And I'm like, but I couldn't help it. I was like, "What is this?" It's like, we in a movie? Like, what's going on? It's like, yeah, lean on me.
You think this is funny? No, sir.
No, sir.
Wait, see him now. No, sir.
Only thing that messed up, and this is what me and Baif was talking about. I was in the 3-block radius of the homies that we roll with, and they was from somewhere else, and they was visiting someplace else. So when the big bros came home and we came back on them, and my boy's older brother, he used to have this club. Now the club was like the size of a regular bat.
You see snitching on himself,
yeah,
right?
I don't care. I don't care. But he made it in wood shop.
Yeah.
So this wasn't like the joint was like pause. The head of the joint was like that big, right?
Can't be saying that. Can't be saying Paul.
On the front of it, it said "Be cool." So we went over there with the "Be cool" stick, and like 10 more people, and then the whole situation changed because they went right back to the block they was at. But that's another story for another day.
Actually,
what happened
see
was,
the story that he's telling right now. Hold on 1 second. Here's the weapon right here. He had this shit for the longest time. Like, if y'all don't think that this is the be cool stick he was talking about. Just
let me see that. Let me see that.
No, you're already out here trying to chug everything else up in here.
So what?
He over here, he got evidence still around.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect way to go to jail for dummies.
Yep. Be like John Morant, right?
Killed them.
Yo, B kind of look like John Morant right now with the dreads and everything like that. You sure you don't want to come on camera so people can see you?
I'm good. Gotta keep my no face, no case.
What if
This is true.
if I feel like this is a Baif type question. 5 years from now, ultimate success. Where is Harry O?
Living comfortable. Like now, I'm not going to say rich. I want to get out of this tax bracket right into the next one, but not in that other one.
Well, how does Harry O do that? I mean, career-wise.
Career-wise, I would say more shows, more bookings. Like I feel like as of right now, I'm taking my career very more serious than I was taking it. I want to say about like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I used to do skits, whatever. It's just fun. But now I'm looking at it more as a business aspect of it. So now it's like, all right, you want me to do a show? I need to get paid. If you want me to do a video with you, I need to get paid. Like now I'm looking at it as more so I can make this my job because I'm getting tired of working for the man.
Okay.
Like I'm getting tired of waking up on their clock, on their time. Like what people want right now is ultimate freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to go to nobody and be like, hey, can I take next week off? Because me and my family gonna go on vacation. I don't want to ask that. I just want to be like, all right, we out.
Yeah.
Like that sucks when you have to ask somebody for the time off, and they be like, oh no, Amanda got that week off. We need you here. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh y'all must not know. Y'all think this is a request. I'm gonna let y'all know right now that I'm not gonna be here. I will call in sick.
Got the time, bitch.
I got time. I will call in sick.
You know what's funny? The whole time you was talking, I said, I wonder how long this gonna last before he tell another joke or say something silly. I was looking, I was like, I'm timing you. Like, I'm like, all right, let me see. I was like, a minute, okay, a minute's passed. He going.
Yep.
And but you can't help it. See, and I think that's what's good about you. I like about your energy is that it's genuine. It's truly a part of who you are and not just something that you're trying to manufacture.
Yeah. These jokes ain't go write themselves.
Unless it's ChatGPT, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, well,
The new AI.
The new AI. I put him on the joint that Baif put me on the other day, and it's been doing wonders. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on the AI. You know what I mean?
I'm not. It's gonna be like iRobots. I'm telling you.
What do you? It's crazy. Like, where is social media going when AI is like really taking over? Like, it's like the crazy thing is like,
you know what's gonna wind up becoming? You remember the movie? It's Disney.
Wall-E. Yeah.
It's becoming Wall-E. Like your job is only gonna be to sit down and eat because and press a button to do your job. Because think about it, every job that we have, we're having machines take over.
Well, they slow rolling slow automation. They could have put that joint in there and messed the whole game up.
Like they're already doing for fast food because they already opened a restaurant that's machine done only. Think about it. If you go food shopping. Do you go to the cashier or do you self checkout?
Self checkout most times.
But you doing your own self checkout. You're doing everything for them.
Right.
Why am I paying so much for food if nobody's working?
True.
Look, I'm gonna be my own security. I'm gonna ring everything up and walk my ass right out. Be like, I didn't know I had to pay. This is my first time here.
I can't reveal anybody's idea, but Baif got an idea that's gonna mess the game up whenever he drop it.
A big ass virus.
I'm working on it. For real.
It's gonna be the Terminator for the food industry.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Most of the food ain't even made by us. Most of the food is made by other people. Shit. Do you even know that Whole Foods doesn't check all the foods? Yeah, yeah,
Half foods.
yeah. Half foods. Some of y'all ain't eating all good foods. It hurt y'all feelings. Look at that. They're gonna go in there. Hope y'all check. It's a fact.
Well, we went down. We down this journey. Where has your journey in health and wellness? Where did it begin? What are your goals?
Okay, well, let me start with my biggest fear. My biggest fear is one day going to the bathroom and not seeing my dick. Like, like I kind of guess where it's at to take a piss. Like, that's my biggest fear. Like, I don't want to mop the floor in the morning. Look, I'm just trying to be and go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that was my biggest fear. When my stomach hits the mirror before I get there, there's a problem, and that is my biggest fear. So that what kept me on the journey of we got to do some more sit-ups, some more push-ups, get this weight off,
Okay.
and just being healthy in general.
That's what it is. Well, the good thing is most time I ask people, are we going to get a workout in with the House of Boom? Me and him met on some gym junk, so you'll see some fitness content coming between him and I.
Yes.
This has been a dope conversation. Bye. If you got any more questions before we peace out.
Other than where people can find you, not really.
All right. Well, people can find me on everything at comedian_Harry O. So that's the plug. You can type it in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Comedian_Harry O.
About comedian_Harry O.
Yep.
Thank you for coming by. Once again, thank you to our sponsor,
Thanks for having me.
Clean Everything LLC. I wish he should have. I wish he would have picked up the phone earlier, because I was like, yo, he should just pay you to put his logo on that video we did earlier, because that joint would be fire. It'd just be a fire collaboration, and who knows, it still might happen. But
Wu-Tang.
well, that's funny that this is Wu-Tang and you was in the last episode.
Yeah, damn right. This is what we doing out here in these streets. This is my plug for them to try to bring me back as a receipt. Oh shit, this is their last season. All right, well, hey, if y'all gonna make something else, let me know. Like, it's my plug right here. Like, hey,
well, you know,
hire a nigga.
You know they're gonna go do something with a solo career. Like they'll probably do a series on Method Man or something like that, or Raekwon.
I think it's gonna be like Puff Daddy's trying to do something about it, and I don't want to get in no Puffy stuff.
You might not get your money. That's the
Exactly.
thing. You might get famous, but you might not get no money.
Exactly, and I ain't walking 15 blocks for some Oreo cookies.
Man, that's what it is,
once again.
Man, it's dope having you. Thank you for coming last minute. I appreciate you, because again, doing podcasts, guest shift and stuff like that. But me and him got together. It's our content day anyways, and you'll be able to see more stuff. Follow him at comedian Harry O.
Comedian_Harry O. Get it correct, because there's a lot of frauds out there.
All right. Comedian_Harry O. You can also catch him with Ballin' with Harry O.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ballin' with Harry O is a sports page.
Sports page, fitness page, so you'll see some of the fitness content there. Shout out to the sponsor, Clean Everything LLC. If I didn't say it again, we'll probably have more sponsors in the near future. So if you're looking to sponsor the House of Boom podcast, you're more than welcome to. Hit me up in the DMs, in the email, all that good stuff. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this podcast. This is the House of Boom. I'm your host, Eric Boom Salvery. That's your boy, producer Baif, and we are Baif with a TH, and we are out. Peace.
Love, piece of chicken grease.